What up? CCP from ccpbeats.com. And I really just wanted to give you a tutorial, in this video of how to really just structure your tracks, how to really structure your music and your songs effectively, just to give it a little more commercial quality, just to give it more professional quality because you really want to know how to structure your songs out there. If you really listen to, you know, the high commercial people who's actually running popular songs on the radio or wherever, professional songs, if you hear albums or whatever, you can listen to, they actually have a really good structure to their music. And I really just wanted to give you, just some ideas of how to really structure your songs, because especially it's kind of difficult, especially if you're not in a band or in a reggae band, because you kind of go over with your bandmates and you kind of just tell them, okay, when to drop out, when to do this, when to do rhythm, when to do a drum and bass, when to do instrumental solo, etc. So it really, it's kind of hard not knowing, or not actually being there while the beat or the rhythm is made, because you're really kind of just going on the fly with it, So I'm really just trying to shed some light on, pretty much just, how I really structure the rhythms here at ccpbeats.com, and it's not set in stone of how you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, do that. It's really just, I'm just giving you ideas of how, you know, how to really structure your songs effectively, and it's real when you do it, because there's not set in stone ways where you have to do it like this, but there's more of guidelines where I think you should follow, and I really highly recommend you should follow, because these are the guidelines that I've actually created the rhythms with, So this is my little tips, and just giving you some ideas of how to do this and what not to do, or just giving you some ideas. You don't have to do these. These are just ideas. So let's get straight into it. Let me just stop talking. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this stuff. So yeah, I got a project loaded up. It's called Rearrange Your Positive. You probably heard it. You probably didn't. And so let's go check it out. First of all, um, let me get into this first step. Before you do anything else, as far as recording over it, you really want to just, kind of go over the track and kind of just scan through the track. Really just get familiar with it, to really just to kind of just see how things are actually going, what's actually going on instrumentation wise. You really want to see, what instruments are playing here, what instruments, or when the drum rolls are here, because I really structure it kind of simple to let you know that something else is coming up, So let's get into this first part. You really want to just scan this step one, just scanning. Let's get into this intro. And the intros, it's really, that's why it's kind of, I really don't like to just give you these things, because I really don't want you to think that it's set in stone. You have to do it this way, do it that way. You don't have to follow what I'm telling you right now. These are just ideas. I mean, by all means, come up with your own ways and be creative with it. Because that's the great thing about being an artist. You want to be creative with it. And for these intros, you can leave them as is and let the instrumentations do their thing, or you can just come up and do your wails, or just do something vocally with it, just to intro it and let the people know this is you, or give your signature vocal wail or whatever, it's really up to you what you want to do. It's whatever your taste is. But let's get into this next part. Now here, I want you to listen to just the instruments here, okay? And just listen to the difference. between the chorus and the first verse. I'm just gonna let it play for you. Now you see how this rolling kind of just transitioned into this little chorus part where there's a little lead line here, and you can hear the difference of this lead part here. Let me just solo it out. See how the lead line is there, and there's no. You see how it drops out right here? Kind of just leaves you like a little pocket to like sing your verse over. You know. Check it out. So it's pretty simple the way it's structured, and it just repeats itself over and over. But as far as dynamics wise, I try to keep it different. As far as the verses come, I really don't like to be repetitive about the different verses, and as far as keeping the same elements in every verse. I really like to keep the dynamics of that live feel of that reggae music, because that's the best type of best type of reggae that I really think. So you really want to just kind of just keep that live feel, and as far as transitions, I really it's really simple. I really made it to the point where before the next segment comes, like here, let me just show you an example. Like here for the first verse, like here, I kind of just let you know that, okay, we're going into the chorus by this little drum roll here. Let me just give you a little sample of that. You see how I drum roll, and I just cut it out a little bit. From right here, I cut out the bass line and the guitar plugs, and I just roll you right into the chorus. So it's kind of just, I kind of just let you know beforehand when we're going into a different segment of the song. So it's kind of like I'm being your live band for you. You know what I mean? I'm kind of rolling you into this and rolling you into that. Now, there's one thing I really wanted to go over with you is here whenever there's like a solo or a guitar solo or an organ solo or whatever type of solo, you want to really keep in mind that live feel. You want to imagine like you're playing live in front of in front of a live arena, a live concert in front of thousands of people. So you really want to just keep it keep it lively. You know what I mean? So instead of remember, these are just ideas. You don't have to do this, but as far as my experience from being in a live band and performing in front of people, the impact on the people is far more great when you enhance the elements of the live feel. So for this solo parts, whenever you hear a solo parts, you really want to just drop out. You really want to just let the instrument do their thing. You really want to let the listener just groove out and just vibe out to the solo. You don't want to be kind of just taking the guitar's glory as far as in this instance there's a guitar solo. You don't want to be kind of overpowering the guitar. You can throw a little bit of wails in there, like some yeah la la la, just some wails. You know what I mean? Just to give you a taste. Just kind of imagine that you're playing live in front of people. You want to keep that element because it gives you a different vibe rather than just recording machine type, or just recording just in a studio. You want to imagine it's live, because that's the whole feeling I'm putting in to creating these rhythms. Is I'm kind of imagining playing live in front of thousands of people. So I'm trying to get you on the same page here. So just listen, try and listen to this transition part into the solo. See how it just transitions you back into that chorus part, and that's an outro and a fade, and you can do whatever you want in there in that part. But as far as like whenever you hear a solo or anything, you hear how that guitar just captures the listener's ear. I don't know about for you, but for me, whenever I hear that guitar soloing, it gives it a different I don't know, it kind of just, I don't know how to explain it. It kind of just pulls you more into the music, kind of. If you kind of get what I'm talking about. Um, and that's pretty much it. Because everything else is just repetitive. You just want to just just your key. Let's go over step one. Step one, you really just want to scan the rhythm. Just scan the rhythm. Find out what instruments come out here, what instruments come in where. And you know kind of listen to the pockets. Whenever you hear like an empty pocket, that's usually um just a place for you to sing on. But keep in mind, you wanna scan it all the way. And if there's like solos, you wanna make a mental note. Okay, I'm gonna drop out here, or I'm gonna do this and this here. Not too much of just like singing choruses, because you really want to give the dynamics of that live feel. Like, I want to um, really just plant that in your mind, because it gives you so much ideas when you just imagine and use your imagination. Just feel like as if you were playing and singing live. And it really just explodes the ideas that you come up with when you're recording. And it gives you a different feel too. So remember, step one: scan scan the rhythm. Step two: listen for transitions. And keep your transitions right. You don't want to do like a verse, do your verse, and then just keep running your verse all the way to the chorus, like all the way to this. Whenever the drum roll signals you, or a rhythm signals you that we're transitioning, you wanna just smoothly come out of your verse or your chorus, and then just come back into the next part. You know, so that's step two. Step three, um, just kind of keep in mind the live feel when you're recording. You want to just keep that live feel. As far as the dynamics come. So meaning, you want to really keep in mind solos, and outros and intros. Just kind of imagine what would you do if you were playing in front of thousands of people. And just just be creative with it. It doesn't have to be this way. These are just ideas I'm giving you. These are just kind of guidelines I really just want to just give to you, so that you have an idea of how I structure, how I made these beats or these rhythms. Because they're really simple. I really I let you know that we're switching into the chorus here. You can listen by the drum fills, or I drop out on the rhythms, and it just repeats itself after that. And then maybe there's a bridge or whatever, and an outro, and a solo. You just want to keep in mind the solos, because they're so crucial. to the listener, you know, because it kind of just sucks the listener in whenever the soul, especially the guitar is just so it's like ear candy. Well, for me, so you know that's all I want before I start you know going overboard on this. You know, I really just want to just give you, you know, just a simple idea of how really um, the rhythms are made here at ccpbeats.com. So, anyways, this is from ccpbeats.com. It's giving you a little tutorial how to really structure your beats, or I mean your tracks. Excuse me. And yeah, if you need any help, you need anything, you know, hit me up, you know, or shoot us an email at beats at ccpbeats.com, and we'll be glad to help you. So, other than that, catch you in the next one. Aloha.